Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to talk about kind of like an unsung hero. We all have those people in our life that have had a pivotal impact, whether it was just being there for us in a time of need, giving us guidance, advice. Recently, I just had to tell somebody that I would consider like an unsung hero for my life. Her and her husband, they're moving to California to live closer to one of her sons, and I'm super happy for them. But it was very sad because she was such a pivotal point for Hill and I during the first 12 years of us being in business and she was there for the whole time we've been together and just a huge part of our life. And it just made me think about how we all have those people that are super pivotal, but they don't get any of the credit. They don't, it's easy to give a parent or an aunt, an uncle, grandparent credit, but there's always those people that are behind the scenes that, especially if you have any sort of success, that they don't get any of the credit. They don't, unless, you're having a direct conversation with somebody. And, I've given Brenda plenty of credit over the years because she really has and did play a huge role in my life. But having to say goodbye, I was just, I kind of took for granted the fact that she retired a couple years ago, and she was our real estate agent. But I'd known her most of my life. Growing up, one of her sons was just a year younger than me, and she was my parents' realtor. So she was around when my mom was sick and would bring us dinner sometimes and things like that. And when Hill and I went off and started getting, after we opened Crawford's and we wanted to get more into real estate, she was the easy call of, hey, this is kind of what we're looking for. And she was just, when I think about all the things that she helped us with every time it was going to a showing, especially the earlier years, it was, okay, well, although I had experience looking for stuff in a house or in a property, but she would still go down into the basements with me and look at the breaker boxes, these, a lot of the times, old or nasty basements. She would still go down in those basements with me. She would take my phone call or text message, whether it was 6, 7 in the morning or 7 or 8 at night, because she cared. And she, not only just because I was a client, but because she actually cared about me and my family and being a part of Hill and I's success in the real estate world especially. So my question for anybody out there is, who are those people that you need to give that credit to? Because it's now I took for granted the fact that she retired, she lived in the same area as me, but now she's moving 1,800 miles away. It's not going to be as easy for me to just see her. Yes, I can call and text her, but the fact that I had somebody that for many, many years poured into me and my family, just super fortunate. She stepped up as, kind of a mother figure to me when I needed it most, when going through challenges on opening restaurants or doing the next real estate deal or having to, help with Callie and Hannah, whatever the life situation was, she was always there to talk to give guidance. And every time it's not like it would wait until a showing, but especially at showings, I'd get a big hug and, hey, how's Callie doing? How's Hannah doing? How's Josh doing? What are you guys doing here? How is this going? How is that going? There was always so much more than just her hoping to get some sort of real estate transaction out of the deal. And it's just, when you have somebody like that, it's easy to take it for granted, but when you look back on it, they played such a huge role. And I'm not saying it can't be a parent or a grandparent or anything like that, but when I think of like an unsung hero or somebody that really doesn't get, the average person that knows Hill and I's story has no clue that somebody like Brenda was so important and so influential in where we are today. And it just makes me think about how everybody has those people, whether good or bad, right? There could easily be that influential person in your life that brings you down. I think that's why you got to be intentional about your decision making and who you're surrounding yourself with, because you can definitely tell when somebody truly cares about your best intentions, and it's not out of a source of greed for themselves or them trying to win for themselves. They truly care about you and want you to be the best that you can be. She's just, Brenda was just such a huge part of Hill and I's success, and we have so much gratitude for her, and we're just so happy that she got to retire when she wanted to, and now she gets to move and be closer to family. And I know that's just been something that's always been important to her, because both of her sons moved away, many years ago, and I've had the privilege of being like a third son to her, and her pouring into me and caring for me and my family in a way that I know that she is going to really enjoy getting to do for her kids, being closer to them. But you got to take time to tell those people thank you. Write them the letters, send them the text messages, call them up and just talk to them and tell them how much you appreciate them, because you just never know when that last chance is going to be in general. I've learned that obviously in my life with losing my mom when she was 42 and I was 20. You just never know when that last time is going to be that you can tell that person thank you or show appreciation to them. And then, for me, now that I'm a little bit older, it's how can I be somebody's unsung hero? How can I help somebody else like Brenda helped Hill and I for many years, and just being somebody else's support, giving somebody else guidance and advice, even when they may not want to hear it. And just hopefully I can be that for somebody. That's one of the main things I learned from Brenda, is just truly caring about people and helping people and having integrity will get you so much farther than just trying to be boastful or put so much on success. But just being humble, being helpful, and making sure that you are treating people with that level of respect like Brenda treated Hill and I for all these years. And again, I'm just so grateful that I had somebody like that in my life. And I hope that you guys have somebody like that in your life. And if you don't, hopefully you will find that. And then when you realize what you have, that you will show that person appreciation.